Why does Mike Tyson win this fight?
Because I'm Mike Tyson.
It would be the biggest moment in all of boxing history when I put this man to sleep.
I think he thinks this is going to be a very easy night. It's not going to be an easy night.
Thoughts on Tyson, Jake Paul? Don't give a bollocks. They're wearing 14-ounce gloves. It's 2-minute rounds, is it? Who gives a bollocks? I hope Mike rattles the little dunk. No one gives a about him. How is that even in the in Dallas Stadium? What's going on? Tyson, best of luck, bro. You look in good shape. So you had a little health scare. Don't know what happens on the plane. But you look great now, mate. You look great now, mate.
Boxing fans, is this fight a true clash of legends or a marketing stunt gone too far? Mike Tyson, a living icon of raw power, faces off against Jake Paul. Swing, the YouTuber turned fighter out to prove his place in the boxing world. It's experience versus ambition, and both fighters are ready to shock the world. But with so much on the line, some are asking, should this fight even be happening? Mike Tyson is entering the ring with bold confidence, setting the tone for what he believes will be an unforgettable fight. This is going to be one of the greatest fights in boxing history. No one else can do this but me. Tyson's words reflect his self-assurance and his belief in the fight's importance.
First of all, no one else can do this but me, I believe. And like you said, this is the greatest boxing match in the history of boxing, and it's because I'm a part of it.
Yeah, he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT, man. And this is the do-si-do in Texas, the biggest fight. And I do think a dance requires two people, but that's the magic in this, is that we're, you know, this yin and yang that is creating this massive disruption and storm and massive fight.
Tyson's confidence extends to his prediction for the fight's outcome. He has no doubts about the challenge Paul will face in the ring and doesn't hesitate to share his belief. Jake Paul is going to lose because this is not going to be an easy fight. Tyson's statement underscores his determination and focus.
Now, Mike, look, you criticize Jake's skills. What does that say about you if you lose?
Well, I'm not going to lose. So I can't even fathom losing. I can't even imagine it. He's not going to win. I think he thinks this is going to be a very easy night. It's not going to be an easy night.
I don't think that. I think it's going to be a war of ages. The fans are the ones who win out of this, but I know you, I know your soul on a deeper level, and I know myself, and I know you're not going to quit, and neither am I. You could rip my head off. I can go down to the canvas.
Amidst the intensity, Jake Paul surprised fans by presenting Tyson with a gift, a pigeon, a nod to Tyson's well-known love for the birds. It's a rare moment of respect from Paul, adding a personal touch to an otherwise fierce rivalry. Mike, I got you a gift, I got you a pigeon. Paul's gesture reflects a respectful acknowledgement of Tyson's interests, showcasing a softer side to their rivalry.
That's what critics do. They sit on their couches, they sit in their homes, and they have so many things to say because they're unhappy with their lives themselves. They'll try to rip people apart like me and Mike, who are actually going and doing something.
He had 11 pro fights, 1 amateur fight. How do you rate him?
Hey, listen, he's been successful in all those pro fights except one, and that's why we're fighting.
But in true Tyson fashion, he responded with humor and a hint of his fierce persona, reminding everyone that he's as intense as ever. I might just feed this pigeon to my falcon. Tyson's playful response shows his gritty, unpredictable personality.
Oh, yes, I got you a gift.
Thank you very much.
I got you a gift, Mike.
You want a pigeon?
This is a pigeon from Southeast Asia. Very expensive, but I wanted you to have this.
Thank you, Jake.
Joe Rogan sees this fight as a thrilling clash of opposites. Paul's rising fame against Tyson's enduring power. The fight is thrilling. Tyson's ability to knock out opponents even in his later years. Rogan's analysis emphasizes Tyson's knockout potential, painting Paul's challenge as high stakes and risky.
Just forget that Jake Paul is a YouTube guy and watch him box. Kid can fight. And that Tommy Fury fight really showed that. Goes to a split decision against a legit undefeated boxer.
The one thing he doesn't want to do is fight Mike.
No.
He wants to fight Mike, I think.
Why? I don't give a if he's 55. That's still Mike Tyson.
Mike's in good shape, too.
He trains with Rafael Cordero. When you see him holding the mitts for Tyson, and Tyson smashing the mitts, like, Jesus, that guy will hurt you. Bro, he's in savage mode right now. He's in savage mode. If I was Jake Paul right now, I would be my pants.
Oh, bro, if I'm fighting this guy and I see he's eating raw meat, I call the thing off.
It's all the experiences that he has had as a conqueror. You have to take those into consideration. When a man has smashed men before, just smashed men, like when no one can stand in front of him, that is in his mind still. That's in there. There's a dark chamber in his mind that he can open up.
Yeah.
The way I look at it, I say, if this kid was not a YouTuber, if he wasn't some guy that you knew from the time he was like 16 years old on YouTube, and you just saw him box, and you saw him knock out former UFC champions, you saw him beat legitimate boxers, or beat athletes, and beat a bunch of MMA fighters, you'd go, this kid can fight. He knows how to fight. Like, it's not, nothing he's doing looks wrong. He's not like sticking his head straight up in the air and winging punches with his eyes closed. He's fighting well. He looks good. And if he was just an up-and-coming boxer that was this exciting, like highly promotable, like really good at selling fights.
In a similar vein, Francis Ngannou admires Tyson's skills and believes his experience will give him a clear advantage over Paul, highlighting the technical prowess Tyson brings to the ring. Tyson's experience and skill set will likely give him the upper hand. Ngannou's comment reinforces Tyson's expertise, suggesting that years of mastery might overwhelm Paul's youth.
Or the day before, and you said that you think Mike Tyson's gonna beat my.
Yeah, I do.
Hey,
I mean,
you trained with Tyson. You trained with Tyson leading up to you.
Listen, I've seen how Tyson moves around, just like to show me stuff. He was like this footwork moving, like you move like this, and I'm like, hold on, like, you know, calm down. You know, so
He's still got it. He's still got it.
He's not.
You think Mike Tyson's knocking him out?
Either way, I think Mike Tyson will beat you up.
Damn, so we better enjoy our time with you while we got it, brother.
Hey, bro, it's been good, y'all.
Man, I'm about to put this parlay in, man.
Michael Jai White openly questions whether Jake Paul is truly ready to face Tyson, expressing doubt about Paul's ability to handle a fighter of Tyson's caliber. Jake Paul may not be ready. Tyson might prove too formidable. White's skepticism reflects a common concern about Paul's readiness, suggesting Tyson's skill level might be too much for him.
You know, I would think that he probably would be a little much for Jake Paul because, I mean, Jake is not that much bigger. I mean, Tyson was always used to much bigger guys. And when I just think about what's Jake Paul going to do if Tyson hits him in the body? I just don't think he's ready for that.
Sean O'Malley takes things further by questioning the legitimacy of Paul's training videos, hinting that they could be staged. Are the videos staged, or is he really prepared? O'Malley's doubt suggests the possibility of promotional tactics, questioning the authenticity of Paul's journey to this fight.
Jake Paul, in his prime, you could say, well, I mean, he's still getting better, but versus Mike Tyson, who's 57. I think he'll be 58 by the time they fight. Chael Sonnen's saying that they're faking the training videos. I mean, if you watch the quick little snippets, boom, 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 it is. And are they current videos, or those videos from a few years ago? Are they gonna wear headgear? Are they gonna try to knock each other out? Is this an exhibition match? Is this a pro match?
They said they both want it on the pro record. They said they both want it on the pro record. What weight is? I'm curious what it's gonna be. You see those videos going around, and it could be when he was injured or something. Mike Tyson with a cane. It looks like his back was. Yeah. And the way he punches, the way he twists and explodes into punches, I'm curious how many rounds it's going to be. That's going to say a lot. Is it going to be?
Is that announced yet?
It can't be more than 6 rounds.
Ike Paul versus Jake Tyson. Here's my official prediction. I do think you're going to beat Mike Tyson. I'm sure he's going to be in as good a shape as he possibly could be in. I love Mike Tyson, but it's just not his time right now.
Tyron Woodley weighs in on the age factor, acknowledging that Tyson's age could balance the fight, potentially giving Paul an advantage. Tyson's age at 58 could be a significant factor. Paul's youth might give him a real chance. Woodley's take highlights a key factor in the matchup: age versus youth.
Very even fight, to be honest, and it's even because of the age of Mike Tyson and this.
Okay.
I think it's an even fight because of the age of Mike Tyson. He's completely, obviously, out of his prime. When in his prime, most of his fights were almost attempted murder. So literally, Jake would have stood a chance. Nobody would even commission or sanction a fight against him and Mike Tyson. And Jake's always on a win-win situation. He's fighting guys that, if he lose, you lost to this guy, you lost to Tyron, you lost to Anderson Silva, you lost to Nick Diaz or Nate Diaz or whatever. So he's always in a position where if he wins, he goes up. If he loses, it's like, okay, he took a risk, he took a chance. So I like the fight, I'll be at the fight. I was originally fighting on the card. We couldn't find a formidable opponent that made sense. So now it's just to support the event and be a part of a big event in combat sports.
Colby Covington echoes these concerns but takes a different stance, focusing on the health risks Tyson might face. Tyson's age could be detrimental. The age gap makes it risky. Covington's comment spotlights the physical risks for Tyson, adding a layer of caution for fans.
I think, Mike still looks like a superhuman for 58, but he's still 58 years old, and he shouldn't be fighting anymore. I don't think it's safe. I think it's dangerous. At that age, your heart might explode. He gets hit in the head, he might have a brain bleed. I mean, the guy, that's what I hope for. I hope that Mike Tyson makes it through injury-free and doesn't get hurt. But I don't like the fight. Jake's in his mid-20s. He's doing every chemical known to man. He's literally a lab project. They're just juicing him up, him and his brother. Yeah. Everybody knows that. The machine's behind him, juicing him up, putting every chemical known to man. So I think it's going to end bad. I think, Jake's going to probably knock him out within the first 2 minutes. And if he doesn't, then it'll be because he's carrying him and he's trying to make the freak show look like it's a competitive fight. But I hate the fight. I think it takes away from Mike Tyson's legacy when a guy like this comes in and beats him.
Despite Tyson's age, Randy Couture has full confidence in the former champion's knockout power, believing he's still capable of delivering devastating punches. Confident Tyson can still deliver knockout punches even at his age. Couture's comment underscores Tyson's threat in the ring, suggesting that his power remains a formidable force.
I mean, look at the training footage. That pop is still there. That explosive speed and power is still there. I think this, obviously he's still a 58-year-old Mike Tyson, but he's still got it, in my opinion. And though that bodes well for going out and this probably ending within the first or second round.
Cody Rhodes hopes to see a classic Tyson knockout, but also acknowledges Paul's advanced training in Puerto Rico, which might help him withstand Tyson's blows. Hoping for a memorable knockout from the legend, but respects Paul's training facilities in Puerto Rico, Rhodes balances his support for Tyson with recognition of Paul's rigorous training.
That's a tricky one. I mean, I think everyone, when it comes to a Mike Tyson fight, even today, want to see this big legendary Mike Tyson knockout, but Logan Paul and Jake Paul have a wonderful gym, Problem Child gym down there in Puerto Rico, where I once got to visit, and I was blown away by. They have every modern training thing you could possibly think of, surrounded by the best professionals. And I know you see them in all these social and these influence videos and all this different content creation. They have such an arrogance and such a bravado, but if you've ever met either of the Pauls, they seem to be the most disciplined guys in the room. So as much as I love Mike Tyson, I think that's Jake Paul all the way.
Eddie Hearn dismissed the fight due to scheduling conflicts, saying he'll be promoting the Taylor versus Serrano rematch instead. This comment subtly downplays the fight's significance in traditional boxing circles. I won't be watching, focusing on the Taylor versus Serrano rematch. Hearn's disinterest reflects a split in the boxing world's view on Tyson versus Paul. While fans may be intrigued, his remark hints that some purists see the fight as more spectacle than sport.
You've got this fight coming up, Mike Tyson against Jake Paul. What do you feel about that?
Just when you think that we live in a crazy world, don't we? Where that younger generation is built off views, built off narrative, built off controversy. And as a hardcore fight fan, someone that's been around boxing since I was 9 years old, I find it disgusting that a 58-year-old man who was my hero growing up, firstly, has to even get back in the ring. To get in the ring with a 25-year-old guy. Speaking to the Netflix guys the other day, I don't think they like my criticism of the event. I'm never gonna lie to you. I'm never gonna sugarcoat it. I'm just gonna give you my honest opinion, which is it will sell, people will watch, it will be a big event, and I don't like it.
I think it's very dangerous for someone of 58 years old to be fighting. I mean, the reality is that Mike Tyson was a shot fighter when he left the sport, and that was 20 years ago. What do you think? He's improved? He's no. I mean, you're gonna deteriorate so bad over that period that if you go back and watch his last few fights, he was done, gone.
On the other hand, Lennox Lewis voiced concerns about Paul's safety, indicating he believes Tyson is well prepared, but he questions whether Paul is ready to handle the intensity Tyson brings. While Tyson won't be in danger, I worry for Paul. Lewis's statement adds a layer of caution, suggesting that Paul's preparation might not be enough to withstand Tyson's power.
Mike Tyson returning to the ring at the ripe old age of, I believe, 58 or 59 years of age. Your opinion on that, of course, as somebody who, you've been rivals with Mike, you've known Mike for many, many years. A lot of people concerned about him returning to the ring against Jake Paul.
What are they concerned about? Yeah, I mean, Mike Tyson knows how to defend himself, and he's boxing against a guy that not as good as boxer as he is, and Mike Tyson knows how to throw a good punch. He knows how to break you down. So I'm more concerned about the other guy than Mike Tyson.
Rey Mysterio, a wrestling icon, shared his hopes for Tyson's victory, noting that the fight might go the distance and require a decision from the judges. Tyson's potential for victory: this fight could go the distance and end with the judges. Mysterio's view presents an interesting scenario, suggesting the fight may not end as quickly as some expect.
Man, I have mixed emotions for that. But I got to go with the veteran of the business, you know, Mike Tyson. I think Mike Tyson is going to take him down.
There it is. You think he knocks him out, or you think it goes to the judges' scorecards?
I think it's going to go to the end. I think it's going to go to the decision. But overall, I think Tyson has the experience. I mean, Jake is the youth, and he has the power, but don't underestimate Mike, because he's going to bring it.
Triple H weighed in, stating that even with Tyson's age, a single opening could turn the fight. Facing an older Tyson may still be a challenge. Even a brief opening could prove dangerous. Triple H's remark underscores the unpredictability of Tyson's power and experience.
For 5 minutes. Like, how do you get past that?
Right.
Right? He doesn't need to be there for the whole fight. Just needs to be there for 5 minutes.
For 5 seconds.
Yeah. I don't know. I hear your strategy and I see your strategy. I don't know that I wouldn't just run for 2 or 3 rounds and hope that he gets tired.
Maybe that's a strategy too. I don't know.
Yeah. Punches himself out after 2 or 3 rounds,
Right.
and then you just come in there and pick him apart. But like, I don't know. Like, and look, my hat's off to both of them for taking the fight, and I understand people's concerns for Mike and all that stuff. He's a grown man. If he wants to take that challenge, and medically they check him out and they say he's okay, like, let's go.
Do they test for DMT?
100%.
Who do you think will come out on top? Will Tyson's legendary strength overpower Paul's ambition, or will Paul shock the world with an upset? Drop your predictions in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Punch Hub for exclusive coverage, in-depth analysis, and post-fight breakdowns. Join us on Fight Night as we witness this unforgettable clash of generations.